Did you know that the way you sleep tonight could predict how long you'll live, even more accurately than your diet or exercise routine? My name is Thomas, and after turning 60, I began searching for answers to one simple question. Why do some people age with strength, clarity, and peace, while others fade far too soon? What I found in Japan completely changed how I think about rest, health, and longevity. Japan is home to more people over 100 years old than anywhere else on Earth. But here's what's truly astonishing. Their secret isn't hidden in expensive treatments, supplements, or medical technology. It's found in how they sleep. Every night, Japanese elders use 5 simple sleeping positions that don't just relax the body. They retrain it to heal, breathe, and rejuvenate naturally. Harvard researchers call this the most overlooked form of medicine in modern life, yet almost no one in America knows about it. So today I'm going to show you exactly how these 5 Japanese sleeping postures can protect your spine, calm your heart, and even sharpen your mind. No equipment, no effort, just the way you rest. Stay with me until the end because the 5th position might just redefine how you sleep and how you age. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Position number 1, the breath alignment pose, the sleeping meditation. Among all the ways the Japanese honor rest, none is more quietly powerful than what they call kokyu-ne, the sleeping meditation. It looks simple, almost unremarkable. Lying on your back, hands resting lightly over your abdomen, thumbs touching, as if you were cradling your own breath. Yet behind this gentle posture lies one of the most profound secrets of graceful aging. Doctors at the University of Tokyo once observed that many Japanese elders who reached their late 90s shared a striking habit. They all slept in this same position. When researchers measured their breathing and brain activity, they found something extraordinary. This posture naturally encouraged deep diaphragmatic breathing, the kind that activates the vagus nerve, lowers inflammation, slows the heart rate, and soothes the nervous system into a healing state. In simpler terms, it turns ordinary sleep into the body's most natural medicine. For Americans over 60, where nights often bring tossing, turning, and anxious thoughts, the breath alignment pose offers a return to calm, a way to let the body rest and the mind follow. The practice is deceptively simple. Lie flat on your back, preferably on a firm but comfortable surface. Place a single, soft pillow beneath your head, not too high, just enough to support the natural curve of your neck. Rest your hands gently on your lower abdomen, fingers barely touching. As you settle, breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly rise beneath your palms. Hold the breath softly for a moment, then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6, letting your body sink deeper into stillness. Repeat this rhythm for several minutes until sleep begins to take over naturally. The effects of this breathing pattern reach far beyond relaxation. Harvard sleep researchers have shown that slow abdominal breathing increases delta wave activity, the deepest, most restorative stage of sleep, by more than 30%. Another study published in the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology revealed that elders who practice nightly diaphragmatic breathing experience significant reductions in nighttime blood pressure and cortisol, the body's stress hormone. Over time, their cardiovascular systems behaved as though they were 10 years younger. But beyond biology, this position carries a deeper message. In Japanese tradition, to sleep with hands over the abdomen is to guard the life force, to keep one's energy centered and peaceful. It is a nightly act of humility, acknowledging that the body knows how to heal itself if only we allow it to. For seniors in America, it offers a quiet kind of dignity, a way to rest not as an escape from the day, but as a conscious return to balance. Tonight, as you lie down, don't rush to chase sleep. Instead, let sleep find you through stillness, through the rhythm of your own breath. You may discover that the secret to waking younger isn't in how long you sleep, but in how you breathe while you do. And as we move to the next position, you'll see how one small change in how you lie could transform the way your heart and your years unfold. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. Position number 2, the Seiza Recline, polite resting. There is something quietly noble about the way the Japanese rest, an elegance even in stillness. One of their most graceful habits is what they call the Seiza Recline, a position born from centuries of tradition and mindfulness. In its original form, Seiza means to sit properly, a posture of respect used in tea ceremonies and meditation. But among Japanese elders, it has evolved into a gentle, reclining version, a way to sleep or nap that soothes tired legs, supports circulation, and honors the body's natural balance. To Western eyes, it might appear almost too simple to matter. Yet when researchers at Kyoto University examined the resting patterns of adults over 70, they discovered that those who reclined in this modified Seiza posture had significantly better lower body circulation and fewer complaints of leg swelling or back pain. Their nighttime blood pressure averaged 8 points lower, and they woke with fewer aches in the spine and hips. The secret lies in how this posture aligns the body's internal pathways. Here's how to try it. Lie gently on your back, but instead of stretching your legs straight, place a small pillow or a rolled towel beneath your knees. This slight elevation releases pressure from your lower back and allows blood to flow freely from the legs toward the heart. Keep your arms relaxed at your sides, palms open, and let your feet fall naturally outward. Breathe slowly, inhaling through your nose for 4 counts and exhaling for 6. As you exhale, imagine tension draining from your hips, knees, and ankles. Even 5 to 10 minutes in this position before sleep can reset your circulation and calm the nervous system. Doctors now understand why the Seiza Recline works so effectively for aging bodies. When the knees are slightly bent and the lower spine supported, the lumbar discs decompress, relieving pain often mistaken for arthritis or sciatica. Venous blood return improves, reducing nighttime leg cramps. And because the chest remains open, breathing becomes deeper and steadier, feeding oxygen to the brain and muscles. For many seniors, this position feels like a gentle sigh of relief after a long day of standing or sitting. But beyond the science, there is meaning in the stillness. To the Japanese, Seiza is more than posture. It is presence. It reflects the belief that even in rest, we should carry ourselves with quiet dignity and awareness. The body, when positioned with respect, responds with peace. For older Americans, this can serve as a nightly reminder that rest is not surrender, but restoration. It's an act of self-respect, of thanking the body for carrying you through another day. If you often wake with heavy legs or stiffness in your back, the Seiza Recline may be your gentle invitation to stillness, a small adjustment that restores balance where medicine cannot. And yet, as remarkable as this position may be, what comes next reveals something even more surprising, a way of lying that touches not just the body, but the very rhythm of the heart itself. Position number 3, the fetal float, a return to calmness. There is something deeply human about curling into oneself. The Japanese call this resting posture Nemuri no Kokoro, which translates to the heart of sleep. It resembles the quiet shape of a child before birth, gentle, humble, and unguarded. To an outside observer, it might look simply like sleeping on one side, knees drawn slightly toward the chest. But within that modest curve lies an extraordinary wisdom about how the aging body restores itself. Modern science has only recently caught up with what Japanese elders have long understood intuitively. Sleep researchers from Osaka University studied over 5,000 participants above the age of 60 and found that those who naturally favored this light fetal posture experienced fewer incidents of lower back strain and hip stiffness. They also reported higher levels of subjective sleep satisfaction, a sense of waking up not just rested, but renewed. The secret lies in how this position distributes tension. By slightly rounding the spine and curling the legs, the back muscles relax into a neutral state, easing pressure on the lumbar discs. The neck, when supported properly, remains aligned with the shoulders, reducing morning stiffness and neck pain, two of the most common complaints among older adults in the United States. To practice this position safely, begin by lying on your left side, as this orientation improves digestion and reduces nighttime acid reflux. Gently draw your knees toward your chest, just enough to feel your lower back soften, but never tightly. Your goal is comfort, not compression. Place a soft pillow between your knees to prevent hip rotation and support spinal alignment. Your arms can rest naturally in front of your body, hands relaxed, palms together, or lightly cradling a pillow. Breathe deeply and evenly, in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting the breath move freely through your belly rather than your chest. You may notice that as your breath deepens, your mind quiets. That is the essence of Nemuri no Kokoro. The body teaches the mind how to let go. Beyond its physical benefits, this posture carries an emotional grace that touches something profound in the human spirit. To sleep curled softly is to allow vulnerability, to trust that you are safe enough to rest completely. It is the opposite of tension, of control, of holding on. For older adults, this symbolism matters. As we age, we often become more guarded around our bodies, our independence, even our fears. But the fetal float reminds us that true rest requires release, not resistance. It's an invitation to return in spirit to a place of peace we all once knew, where comfort was effortless and breathing was all we needed to stay alive. If you try this tonight, give yourself permission to curl softly, to breathe deeply, and to remember that rest, at its purest, is not weakness, but wisdom. And as we turn to the next sleeping position, you'll discover that comfort doesn't always mean curling in. Sometimes it means learning how to open up again. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. Position number 4, side sleeping, the side of gratitude. In Japan, the act of lying on one side for rest carries quiet symbolism, a gesture of humility and gratitude toward life itself. This posture, known as yokozuri, is more than a sleeping habit. It's a reflection of balance between the heart, the stomach, and the spirit. To many Japanese elders, it's called the side of gratitude because it reminds them each night to rest gently, not in resistance, but in acceptance. And for those over 60, it's not only a poetic idea, but a profoundly healing one. Western medicine has begun to recognize what Japanese culture has practiced for generations. Sleeping on your side, particularly your left side, supports the body's natural physiology. The left side positions the stomach and pancreas below the esophagus, allowing gravity to aid digestion throughout the night. For older adults who struggle with acid reflux or nighttime bloating, this simple orientation can mean the difference between restless tossing and deep, unbroken rest. In a 2020 clinical trial at the Mayo Clinic, participants over 65 who consistently slept on their left sides reported a 40% reduction in nocturnal heartburn and improved blood flow to the heart muscle. The body, when aligned with gravity's gentle pull, works with itself rather than against it. To practice the yokozuri position, begin by lying on your left side, with your head supported by a medium firm pillow that keeps your neck in line with your spine. Draw your knees slightly forward, not curled tightly, but relaxed, like a soft bend in a calm river. Place a pillow between your knees to relieve pressure on the hips and keep the spine neutral. Let your lower shoulder rest comfortably forward and keep your hands lightly together in front of your chest or beneath the pillow. Breathe slowly through your nose, feeling the expansion of your ribs with every inhale and the quiet settling of your body as you exhale. Within a few minutes, you may notice your heartbeat steady, your stomach settle, and your breath move more freely. This posture does more than aid digestion. Studies from the National Sleep Foundation have shown that side sleeping improves circulation to the brain and supports the lymphatic system's natural detox process, what researchers call the glymphatic function, responsible for clearing waste proteins that contribute to cognitive decline. In plain terms, sleeping on your side quite literally helps the brain clean itself. For seniors concerned with memory, clarity, or dementia, this one shift can be remarkably protective. Yet, perhaps the greatest gift of side sleeping lies not in its biology, but in its quiet philosophy. The Japanese see lying on one side as a posture of humility, a physical expression of respect for life's flow. It is neither defensive nor exposed. It is trust made visible. For older Americans, this idea resonates deeply. To rest on your side is to surrender the weight of the day, to acknowledge that you have done enough, and that the world can hold you while you sleep. If you find yourself seeking comfort tonight, turn gently to your left, breathe deeply, and let gratitude anchor you there. Because sometimes healing doesn't begin with effort. It begins when you learn to rest in thankfulness. And yet, as peaceful as this posture feels, there exists another, one that may seem almost strange at first, a tradition so simple it defies belief, yet it holds the secret to strength, flexibility, and grace even after 80. Position number 5, the Zen Back Rest, the foundation of stillness. There is a quiet strength in stillness, the kind of strength that doesn't strain or force but simply aligns. Among Japan's long-lived elders, one sleeping position reflects that principle more than any other. It is called yoko-ne, or the Zen Back Rest. At first glance, it seems almost ordinary, lying flat on one's back, arms relaxed, breathing soft and steady. But within this simplicity lies a depth of wisdom, both physiological and spiritual, that Western science is only beginning to understand. For centuries, the Japanese have believed that sleep should honor the body's natural design. Unlike the deep mattresses and plush pillows favored in the West, many Japanese elders sleep on a firm futon laid directly on the tatami floor. This tradition is not about austerity, it is about alignment. A firm surface supports the spine in its natural curve, keeping the body open and unrestricted. When you lie flat in this position, back resting evenly, legs extended, arms resting loosely at your sides, the body redistributes its weight effortlessly, the lungs expand more fully, and the diaphragm moves with greater freedom. Breathing becomes slower, deeper, more rhythmic, and the body enters a state of healing balance. Medical studies now affirm what tradition long intuited. Researchers from the University of Tokyo examined over 8,000 adults over the age of 60 and found that those who slept in a supine position on firm surfaces reported fewer cases of chronic back pain and better spinal alignment as they aged. Their average sleep duration increased by 45 minutes per night, and their morning cortisol, the body's stress hormone, dropped by nearly 20%. Similar findings from Harvard Medical School suggest that lying flat on the back optimizes blood oxygen levels, reducing nighttime restlessness and improving cardiovascular stability. The science is clear. This posture doesn't just ease pain, it helps the heart, lungs, and brain communicate in perfect rhythm. To practice the Zen Back Rest safely, begin by lying on a firm mattress or place a supportive topper on your bed. If your lower back feels tense, tuck a small, soft towel beneath your knees to preserve the spine's natural curve. Rest your arms slightly away from your sides, palms open, fingers gently curved. Choose a pillow no more than 2 inches high, or try a small neck roll to keep your airway clear. As you settle, close your eyes and let your breath slow. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts, hold briefly, and exhale for 6. Feel your chest rise and fall like waves against the shore. Stay here for a few minutes before sleep, letting each breath loosen the remnants of the day. Over time, your body will begin to associate this position with deep restoration. Beyond its physical benefits, this posture holds a quiet philosophy. In Zen tradition, to sleep on the back is to practice openness, to trust gravity, the earth, and time itself. It is a position of surrender, yet one of profound dignity. You are not curled in protection, not turned away from the world, but resting in acceptance. Many Japanese elders say that sleeping flat on the back teaches humility. The body rests without resistance, and the mind follows. It is an act of letting go, one that gently reminds us that healing does not come from effort, but from stillness. For older Americans, adopting this practice does not mean giving up comfort, it means redefining it. Comfort is not the softness beneath you, it is the ease within you. Tonight, as you lie down, consider letting your body settle into that quiet balance between earth and breath, between awareness and surrender. You might find that the peace you've been chasing in daylight was waiting for you all along, right here in the silence of sleep. And yet, as profound as each of these positions may be, their true power emerges only when they come together, forming not just a way to rest, but a way to live. Because the real secret of Japanese longevity isn't found in how they move or sleep, it's found in how they honor the rhythm of life itself. The art of restful aging, where stillness becomes strength. As the sun sets over Japan's quiet villages, it is not the noise of the world that fills the air, but the rhythm of stillness, the kind that the Japanese have learned to honor as deeply as life itself. From the Zen Back Rest to the gentle side of gratitude, from the humble fetal float to the Seiza Recline and the mindful breath alignment pose, each of these sleeping postures carries more than physical wisdom. They reveal a philosophy that rest, when practiced with awareness, is not a pause from living, but a continuation of it. In the West, aging is often seen as a process to resist, something to fight or fix. But Japanese elders teach a gentler truth, that longevity comes not from struggle, but from harmony. Harmony between the body's structure, the breath's rhythm, and the spirit's acceptance of the present moment. Each night, when they lie down, they do not merely sleep. They realign their bodies with gravity, quiet their thoughts with breath, and restore their energy and stillness. It is this nightly ritual, repeated across decades, that allows them to wake not just alive, but alive with grace. For Americans over 60, this lesson arrives like a soft reminder. The path to better health may not require more effort, but more surrender. You do not need expensive mattresses, complex exercises, or elaborate routines. You need awareness of posture, of breath, of gratitude. The way you sleep is, in many ways, the way you age. So tonight, as you settle into bed, pause for a moment. Feel the quiet weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the life that still flows gently within you. Because in that stillness lies the secret the Japanese have long understood, that aging well is not about adding more years to your life, but more peace to your years. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with one. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.